So I got an email earlier this week from a BB and I thought I would share it and then give a little bit of my advice. I want to be as open on my Instagram as you with body positivity. I took one badass booty pic the other day and I want to share it, but I kind of cringe at the awkward conversations that may arise. Part of me wants to be unapologetic and post it and not give a fuck, but then also sometimes I cringe at a few people in my life seeing my post. Is there a way to avoid the awkward aftermath? Or any suggestions on what I should respond with? So first things first, yes, you are correct. I would say unapologetically post it, like I'm all here for it. But I feel like it's really easy for me to say that because of the place I am in my life. Like at this point, once your ass is on the news, everyone's seen it. Everyone's seen it. So here's some actual advice. Number one, anytime that you are gonna post something, especially on the internet, that could potentially get negative feedback or backlash or cause uncomfortable conversations, you need to get to a place where you are very comfortable as to why you are posting the photo that you're posting and where you are posting it to. I also ask myself 3 questions. Number one, is it good? Do I feel good about what I'm gonna put up? Is it pleasing to me? Does it bring me joy in some kind of way? Number 2, is it honest? Does this accurately reflect where I am with my life, with my body, and or is it like where I wanna be and I'm on the road to it? Number 3, is it necessary? And yes, it can be necessary just to me. Does it help me heal? Could it inspire other people? Does it help destigmatize something that is like a belief that other people hold that I don't necessarily ascribe to? Then if I'm still scared to post it, I ask myself, why am I scared? Do I not want people to judge me? Now, if the answer is yes, which it probably is because that's the answer for most of us, are the opinions of other people in my life more important to me than what I feel or think about myself? If yes, then who are these people? List them out, figure out why they would say, what they would say about it, and ask yourself, do they have issues with their body? Are they at a place where they would feel super uncomfortable posting a photo like that? If they wouldn't feel comfortable, do I think that they would respect my choice to make a different decision? I think things like friendships and mentorships and relationships are really important because you get a bunch of opinions from people that you respect, that you look up to, but sometimes we take those as Bible. We have to be able to filter out what comes from their own insecurities, what comes from their own experiences that don't necessarily have to be projected or reflected on us. Also, anyone that's mad at you for making a choice that fundamentally doesn't hurt anyone else is someone that's giving way too much energy to your choices reflecting them. On top of that, I want to give you some practical advice on how to respond to actual comments, okay? So if someone that you don't know very well or someone that you don't really care about their opinion comments, especially if it's like a negative comment, like if it's, oh, this is so gross, you can do a few things. You could do nothing. Okay, that's a fair technique. Just don't respond, don't feed the troll. You could block or mute, which is a way of keeping it kind of out of your eye line, and so you don't have to really deal with it, but they get to yell into the void, which also provides some extremely hilarious benefits. You could also say, I feel really good in this photo. I hope you feel the same way someday. Stay blessed. Smiley face, exclamation point, thumbs up. Something that shows that, listen, this didn't ruin my day. This definitely didn't ruin my life. I hope great things for you. Thanks for caring. Now, if someone that you know and you respect and you love comes to you and shows a sense of fear over you posting this image, a sense of disappointment, here's something you can say. I'm sorry that you feel that way. And while I respect your opinion, I don't necessarily believe in the shaming or over-sexualization of bodies. I feel really beautiful in this photo, period. Now, if you wish to have an offline conversation with me, please feel free to reach out. Again, this is something you only say if you actually want to have that conversation, otherwise completely leave that out. Don't invite something that you're not willing to do, okay? It's just like, don't ask a question you don't want the answer to. Otherwise, I would really appreciate your support and your kindness as someone that I love. So you have now made them feel like you value their opinion, that you're open to having a conversation with them because you value their opinion, but ultimately you are in control of what you've posted, you understand the reasoning behind it, and you feel confident with your choice. I love being an unapologetic, untethered, badass bitch, okay? That just every day, all day, I'm here for it, I love it. But I also realize that a lot of us are very affected by the opinions of people in our life. We don't want to disappoint them, we don't want to let them down. So I think that there is a way to engage with the concerns of people you love while also requesting and sometimes demanding the space that you need to grow as a person. And people around you have to learn how to separate their own baggage from yours. In my personal experience, I would say a lot of times people react negatively to us feeling good in our skin or showing our body because they are not at that place. They don't feel comfortable doing it. So they see you doing it and it feels like a reflection of where they're lacking. It feels like you have some kind of secret that they don't have access to, or that they thought they could only have access to when they lost a certain amount of weight or they looked a certain way. And seeing you do that thing reminds them that they are making an excuse for how they're living their life because they think that like happiness exists at the end of a fucking spin class. Which, you know what? Happiness might exist at the end of a spin class, but it also might exist at the end of a good butt photo. Give the right people time to adjust, but be confident in why you're doing what you're doing. What's gonna happen is either people are going to see you doing this thing and they're gonna see your response to it, and they're gonna kind of just accept that that's part of your journey and they're gonna be on board, they're gonna support it, or they're gonna keep trying to come at you, and because they're not getting that emotional response from you, that little like burst of dopamine that they're not getting from fighting with you, from being right, from proving you wrong, they're not gonna get that, and so they're gonna kind of move on, or they're either gonna move on or you're gonna move on, one of the two. So basically, TLDR, I say post the photo. Once you're at a place where you understand why you're posting the photo, you feel good and confident about it. And if you can, give space and motivation to the people in your life that you care about to kind of deal with their own feelings, not project them on you. Because honestly, you know what? Your feelings aren't always my business, and I don't need to know them, and you're gonna learn that. So yeah, let me know if that advice helped at all. I love an update email. If you wanna ask a question and wanna hear some of my advice, you can email me at asktonjes@gmail.com. Don't forget that you can also send possible video topics over there that you just wanna see someone talk about, or if you are going to a school or you're in a program and you want to have me come out and speak, you can definitely hit me up there. And say hi to your grandmas for me, because I got places to go, I got people to touch. I like your faces very much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.